with a few things tonight. I'm just sending a quick tweet out. Let everybody know I'm live. And then I'm just going to bob across. Hey Grace, just be a sec. There we go. Right. So should now community roles manager. Stream manager. No, there's just you. That's showing us in. This is very strange. Very strange indeed. Right, let's have a look at who's in chat. Right, last time we were ambushed, and that's where I saved it. I'll just collect a few things off the street. There's Win over there. Check everybody's gear while I'm here. I'll leave Bloodline on there. We will add that to him. And we will add that to his secondary, right? Where's Stan? Got a rock knocker. I'll leave him with rock knocker on then.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
How nice. How nice. How nice.
Interesting.
That looks fine indeed.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately. Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Plymouth's grimoire, right. So now, guys and gals, we're going to head to the Brecilian forest. We're going to take Alistair, Morrigan,
Indeed.
and I'll take Ogren.
Ah, a fellow traveler of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself. I have no idea what you're talking about, and neither do these large men carrying swords. Get them!
No, don't.
Enemies approaching!
Bloody mage again.
Argren wins again.
There we go. Right. So that was short and sweet.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly. I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours? A Grey Warden. How do I know you're telling the truth? I suppose that a lie wouldn't gain you much benefit. I shall bring you to the Keeper. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
Arrows are still trained on you. You couldn't hurt me even if you tried.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Masirinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are? Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
Interesting.
The clan came to the Brecilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Is there no way to
The
help
affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I am good at
Within the Brecilian forest
non-trivial
dwells
tasks.
a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
Right.
I must
I'll
warn
find
you that
Witherfang.
more than werewolves lurk in the Brecilian forest.
With a fang.
It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck. Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily. Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it. No. The ones from this forest, however, do. It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
How do you know if you've been infected?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather...
Hey guys, how are we doing?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish. Go on, then. I must return to caring for my people.
I love how it does.
Creator's speed on your way.
Have you just finished your round, or...?
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you. What is the point? It is none of your business.
Finished
so
it off
please,
too.
leave it be.
Have you had a nap? Right, let's talk to... Varathorn first.
You've walked the wood.
Just had food.
Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Varathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
Elves.
Ah, right.
Shaping. It's unnatural. Why use wood when you got perfectly good metal and stone?
Spoken like a true child of the stone, my friend.
Who you call a child, old man?
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Varathorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest.
Oh
Now
dear.
then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need? Yes, the Keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. There is a large chest by the Araville, where I put everything we could spare. Feel free to sort through it and take whatever you need.
Yeah, I'll take it all and then sell it back to you.
I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have goods that we were going to bring to the Shemlin villages to barter with. I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Sell all my junk. Did I miss that? How are the in-laws doing, mate? Oh, the chest. Right, I'm just running around collecting some knowledge at the minute.
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest, Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
What if I found some ironbark
I would
for
be
you?
hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you. I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate, provided there's enough wood, that is. That would please me, so long as our hunters come first. I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Have another look. Selling back a load of his stuff. Right, so we've got a new quest in the forest itself to get some ironbark.
I'm Darren Atishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
How are the in-laws, Gaz? I did ask, but you probably not heard me. been a bit suspicious.
That's like saying that Dender Rash is a bit itchy. You'll tear the skin off your arse and be glad you did it.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brecilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me. None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't speak
Not
too much
sure
about
if he's
this,
still
especially
here
with
as
an
well.
outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems. It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger,
You couldn't
but
go on.
perhaps you can help me. My
That
wife
because I'm
Delilah
helpless
and
up
I
here.
both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Delilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf.
Oh,
And that it's
she's
being
just
kept from
gone
me so
down,
I
mate,
cannot
just
go
to go
chasing
and
after her.
pinch some more
If I could
lasagna.
just know if Delilah is alive or what happened to her, then I could be at peace. I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
There's a couple of elf fruits over there, we'll go and get them. Always good to harvest crafting materials. There's another mask. Death root over there. This is what I've kept on about throughout these. Make sure you look everywhere and try and gather as much as you can, because it will help you later on. Everything will. Oh, there's a
Elves
chest there.
turning into werewolves, huh? Walking
It is over.
the wild
What
side.
Take that.
It's them antler beasts, I swear.
Right, so
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach. They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel, what humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides.
not your mounts.
We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
Why have you separated this one from the
I fear
other?
she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others.
Right. Is there anything I can do to help?
No. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Try to calm the heart.
Yes, that's it. She's calming down. That's it, love. Be calm. Tell me what troubles you. Ah, I see. It is her life mate who is sick, not her. He was bitten on the leg during the attack, and she fears greatly for him. I did not realize another Hala was injured. This will allow me to prevent the sickness from spreading to the entire herd.
Right.
Thank you. You have done my clan a great boon this day. I will always be grateful for your help.
Ah, so we've helped out with that. Calm down a Hala. Sounds more like a bread than a an animal, but mind you, I'd still eat one. Hang on. What does that taste like? Bite it in the field. Ah, well.
Task is finished.
Another elf fruit over here. Right, now we'll go and speak to Cameron.
Hello? I'm Cameron, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Try me. Might surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of the beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina. She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
Must be a way to solve your
I
problem.
haven't thought about this. There's nothing I can do.
Perhaps I could talk to Gaina.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
Can be pretty
Really?
persuasive.
I'm willing to try anything.
It can't hurt.
Cyranas, oh ma Cyranas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
Pardon me? See, there was almost a small statue I missed there.
Andiran Atishan, outsider.
You're Gaina, correct? Cameron mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
Said you refused to give him your hand.
I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Cameron. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
If you love him, it doesn't matter what he does.
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
If you love him, then believe in him and help him succeed.
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Cameron miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Cameron. Cameron, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today.
Hi to Droop Dog. Another TV viewer and Vixie Baby. How are we all doing tonight?
Yes, you are. I am so happy.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit? No? 'Tis just me?
I'm right there with you, babe.
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Hope you're all well tonight. Thank you for everybody who's followed. If you haven't followed yet, could you do me a favour and just give me a quick follow? And then give me a quick shout in the chat just to let me know you're there. We're getting near 200 followers now. We're at 188, so we're 12 away. So every follow is appreciated.
Yes? What is it you need? Have you news? Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Tell me what happened.
She was one of the first to succumb to the curse. She is dead. Athras is a grief-stricken man who seeks hope that does not exist. He will accept what has happened in time. I must return to...
Right, okay.
Creator's speed on your way.
Right, let's head into the forest then. See if we can do something for them. That's heading for the world map. Is that not heading into the forest? That's heading back, so we need to head the other way. Apologies about that, guys. Heading completely the wrong way there.
I don't know.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
I understand.
Had we known a Grey Warden was coming, we might have arranged a different reception. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral.
Right. We can head into the forest now and hopefully start hacking and slashing some wolves. There we are. That way. I apologise for drinking on camera, by the way, but it's only Coke at the minute. Well, it's not even that. Pepsi, but you know, hashtag definitely not sponsored for that one. Oh. Head back down this way. It's a flower. There it is. Andraste's Grace. Oh, great bear. Looks like it killed a knight. Oh, it's an ash warrior. We met one of those, if you remember, if you were here, back in Ostagar. The Ash Warriors are a proud race of warriors. Oh, they generally settle for no idiocy at all. They don't suffer idiots.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish send a human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
You speak? I thought werewolves were savage beasts.
We are beasts, but we are no longer simple and mindless. Let that thought chill your spine. Speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly...
Hi there to the new viewers in chat.
We have suffered for
Want to give me a shout and let me know you're there? That'd be appreciated. I'd prefer to talk to you, I mean you know how.
Was it not Zafrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk.
You attacked his clan, why should he not
You know
tell
nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are
you're getting the little one ready for bed.
Run from the forest while you can.
Thankfully,
Run to the village.
one of mine is already in bed and the other one's... she's not far away from being in bed. She's actually watching the stream at the minute, I think. Don't want to fight, but neither can I retreat.
I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
It's probably a good way of dealing with that rather than trying to fight them all the way.
What manner of beast is this?
What have we got? Oh, more rabid werewolves.
Begun. Very well. I shall do it. Shall be done. Begun. Shall be done. Very well. Very well. Shall be
Right, we'll take all that. What's down here? 'Cause there's a quest marker down it. Oh, an ogre and some darkspawn. Aim for the ogre first, definitely. He's the biggest threat to the group. The Hurlocks are dealt with fairly easily. Check the rubble first. I'll take those. Take that. That. Head for this. I'm hoping this is some of the iron bar.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Oh.
I shall do it.
Excuse me while I do my happy dance.
There's a wild tree that came after us. That was some of the iron bark. So. When we head back to the Dalish camp, that's something we can use there. There's something else there. A gravestone. Site of mystical power. Gravestone. Leave the tombstone alone. Right, so that must be for something else. The corpse over there, some elf root. Must have missed that on the way in. There's a tent down there. Can't cross those pile of stones. Ah, you watching Red Dwarf? Which episode you on? Been quite a lot of
Who comes?
quite a lot of Red Dwarf popping up this week. I've noticed it a few times on Twitter. People have been on about Red Dwarf and various things, and there's also the Smegheads page on Facebook. So
We were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart, attacked.
right, take the hunter back to the Dalish camp, definitely.
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live. Ma Siranas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
Right, I'm going to head back to the Dalish camp, and I'm going to take that iron bark to Valerithan and see if you can... Valerithan? I don't know, that sounds right, but it might not be. Velathorn. That's it. Varathorn.
It is good to see you again. Have you need of something?
These elf names.
Truly? Let me see. Yes, that is indeed iron bark, and a substantial quantity of it as well. Well done. An agreement is an agreement, and I will craft something from this wood for you. What would you like? A bow? Or perhaps a breastplate?
Both will do.
Both? But that is an unreasonable amount of crafting to expect just for finding the wood. I will do no such thing.
Persuade.
I suppose you are correct. It is much to ask, but for you, I am willing to work so much of the art. And I've
never tried that before. That's the first time.
And a breastplate for you. May they serve you well.
That's the first time I've ever tried that and been a bit more demanding. So let's just have a check of those. Wolf Killer. +6 attack. Ooh, so that's 8.92 but +3 armor. So that makes it 11.92. Plus 20% nature resistant and an extra 25 stamina on each person that wears it. So that's... that could be advantageous. That's massive armour that he wears, so... Right, we'll head back into the forest again. Might take a different route this time and have another look round the top of that map. See, I didn't see that elf route on the way in first time either, or this side path.
Very well.
There's lots of little ways round here. It all brings you to the same place, so that's okay. So this is where I found the hunter down here, so let's just keep going, and brings you to the... Ah, there's a skeleton and a piece of elf fruit down there. So I'll have a good wander around here. Some elf fruit down there. Ah, there's some of those tree monstery type things down there. Don't think there's anywhere further to go down here. Grand Oak. Right, we'll head down towards the Grand Oak, then that looks like we can actually talk or interact with that one. Ah, but I think we're going to have to get through a few of them on the way.
More enemies ahead. It shall be done. I see. Very well. It shall be done. It is begun. It is begun. It is begun. Very well. As you said, it shall be done. Very well. As you said, it is begun. I shall do it. It shall be done.
That's 3 down there. Surprised nobody's hit a level up yet. Let's look up the Grand Oak.
What manner of beast be thee that comes before this elder tree?
Not going to tell.
Ah, thou speakest of the others, how filled they are with hate. I apologize on their behalf. They cannot control their fate. Allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak, sometimes the Elder Tree.
It's a poet tree. A poetry. Don't you get it?
Oh, good.
It rhymes? 'Tis a rhyming tree. One can only imagine what manner of spirit is involved here.
And unless thou think'st it far too soon, might I ask of thee a boon?
What's the boon you mentioned?
I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn.
And you want it back, I take it?
All I have is my being, my seed. Without it, I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without.
Right, could look for your acorn. What's in it for me?
My wooden skin has some magic, see? And part of it I can give to thee. In the center of the forest the wares do dwell, or so go the tales my fellows tell. But they cannot be followed there. The forest doth protect the wares.
Ah, why do the trees...
Perhaps wares use magic to command the trees. All I know is they move as they please.
Your wood can get me into
the
center of
forest would see thee as a tree, and so no harm would come to thee. Wilt thou then perform the task? Wilt thou save me as I ask? Go to the east to find this man. I shall await. Do what thou can.
To the east. Let's just have... mark all those as red. Let's have a quick look then. Northeast. Right. That way then. And there's still some enemies down here, so we'll head towards them anyway. It is a werewolf.
They'll avoid us if they know what's good.
Another point.
Dealt with. Right, so that's this one. Southeast forest. We're heading east, so that's what we want to do. So we need to check through this map to find the thief. So let's start exploring, and elf root. There's one of the trees.
Enemies approaching. It shall be begun.
I like how they just go, ooh, sounds like an old man. I wonder if that is towards the centre then. Right, let's head
What manner of beast is
this way first. Who are they attacking? He's not responding. What? That wolf there. Assuming it's a she. Could be a he. Ah, I'll have a look. That werewolf has a mission. Oh, Daniela. Right.
Please. Help. Listen. I am not the mindless beast I appear to be.
What happened to you?
I am cursed. Turned into this creature. The curse, it burns in me. I fled into the forest. The werewolves, they took me in, but I had to return. I had to.
Careful. These werewolves might have laid a trap for us or something. You never know.
I don't know.
Human. I was once an elf, one of the Dalish folk. Do you know of my clan?
You're Dalish and who has already become a werewolf.
Yes. Just scant days ago. So, you know what happened to us.
Heavily wounded, let me try to heal you.
I cannot be healed. Not even by magic. Please, you must listen. My name is Delilah. My husband, he is called Athras. Please, you must bring him a message. The star I wear. Bring it to him. Tell him I love him. Tell him I am dead and with the gods. I beg you.
Spoke to Athras.
I want him to be at peace. He is a good man. Please do not let him suffer thinking of me. Oh, the pain. The curse is fire in my blood. Please, hand it for me. Hand it quickly.
Right. Very well. I can't watch somebody suffer.
Gods. Bless you.
Right. Six strength. Now start leveling up Constitution. Put survival skill up. Mark for death. Right. Let's press on them and we're heading this way. There's a hollow here. Why is there a hollow here? Unless it was driven over here. Northwest forest. I don't think we want to go west. So let's head back down here. Let's head up this way before we head into the middle of that lot.
Wild creatures ahead.
Oh, bears. Alright, so we've got some elf root and some death root up here.
Hey, hang on a bit. I want to carve Ogren was here in that thing.
There's an ogre. Two ogres, oh. Gone into the animation. Stab.
There you are. Wanted to talk to you.
What about?
You and I, you know how sometimes you spend time with people and things.
Your time,
I was
isn't it?
thinking, I do know some people out here on the surface. A person, actually. A girl I knew in Orzammar. Before I left, obviously.
Hmm. And you want to go find
Nice
her?
to talk to someone else who's been out here a while. Someone else from Orzammar.
Who is she?
Her name's Felsi. She and I were friends after Branka left for the deep roads. I'm sure she's forgiven me by now. Thought maybe I'd track her down, see how she's been living.
Algren's never very well behaved. Do you know how to find her?
I tried to look her up the last time we were at Lake Calenhad. She wasn't at work at the inn. At home with her sick mother, they said. I figured it was just the ancestors telling me something. But I keep thinking about her.
We can go back.
And a good friend you are, Warden. I'll think about you if we ever... no, actually, that would be gross. What was it you wanted to say?
Never mind.
Aye. All right, then.
Something magic is about here. That's what that faint squealing noise is. Another gravestone. Disturb the wards. Let's see what happens. A revenant. Ah ha ha ha.
Very well. It is begun.
I love battling revenant. Slightly tougher than most, but they do give a really good amount of XP and generally carry some decent loot. Ooh, Juggernaut plate boots. That could be interesting. Charred corpse, malachite. Is there anything else? No, let's go further on. Aha! All fruit. Chest.
I'm done.
Oh!
Oh dear, oh dear. Not a werewolf and not a spirit even. What are the woods coming to?
Ah, wait, are you the thief who took the Grand Oak's acorn?
Mayhap I did and mayhap I didn't. Have you come to claim it back? Oh, what fun. But we are getting ahead of ourselves already. Ask a question and you'll get a question, but give an answer and you'll receive the same. Oh, I do so love to trade.
Right, you want me to answer a
Ask
question?
you a question first.
Isn't that my
Would you know
question?
a question if it was asked?
Should certainly
No,
hope so.
that is not a question. And if it be an answer, it'd be an answer to a question I've not asked. Have you no sense for the rules?
Be cautious. This is no ordinary madman. He has magic. I can sense it. Powerful magic.
No fair bringing mages to a guessing game. Do you play by the rules or not? I think it is your turn to ask, is it not? Ah, suddenly it all becomes clear. You hear that talking tree there? It all makes sense now. As a matter of fact, yes. I do have that tree's acorn. I stole it, and it was easy. Silly tree should have locked it up tighter. If you want it, you'll have to trade me for it. And nothing from that silly tree. No leaves or branches or anything. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go. May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Now, what shall be the first? Oh, yes. What is your name?
You may call me Garrett.
So you claim. They sent you, didn't they? But you're too tricky, and you're trying to fool me. Well, I'm on to you, just so you know. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
Do you have anything to trade?
I'll trade you an acorn, a helmet I found, or a book I finished reading years ago, provided you have something interesting in return.
Trade for the acorn.
Oh, and what do you have to trade for the acorn?
How about a book?
A book, eh? What sort of book?
This book on Elven history.
You say? That might make for good reading by the moonlight. Or it'll be better than using leaves. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda, May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Where were you born?
Hi, Ava.
So you say, fiendishly clever of you to maintain this facade for so long, but I will see through it yet. Mark my words. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
Anything to trade?
Yes. I still have that old helmet and the book.
Want to trade for the book?
What do you have to trade for the book? Warm. Warm enough to keep my neck from freezing on a cold night when the mice are biting at the toes. Give me that! There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda, Not fair. Not fair. This is completely against the rules. You just watch your man.
He does not actually teleport. He uses illusions, impressive ones even. When his mind was intact, I suspect this mage was powerful.
Huh. You hear that? I intend to keep it there, so no more of your shenanigans. May I? Oh yes, I think I might. Let's see. Do you have a knowledge of the arcane arts?
No.
Oh, well, that's disappointing. But wait, what if you are lying? Ah, you thought to scamper away without suspicion, did you? Well, I'm on to you. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you. I still have the helmet, if you like. You'll have to clean it, though. And what do you have to trade for the helmet? Coin? What possible use could I have with coin? Do you see a money changer about? Well, that's your business then, isn't it? I still answered your question, and now it's my turn again. May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. What is your relationship with your father? Interesting. Most interesting. So that means that you did indeed have a father. I knew I would trip you up sooner or later. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
So you live in this stump.
Here, and it's not as bad as you think. Where else to go, eh? I must stay away from them. They're out there and looking. They will take your secrets, oh yes, all of them, and leave you empty. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go. May I? Oh yes, I think I might. Have you ever seen the Grand Cathedral of Valroyo? Drat! I've always wondered what it looked like. Oh, well, it was worth a question. Your turn.
Who are you?
Who am I? Why do you want to know? Did they send you? Did they tell you to ask? Oh, did they tell you to pretend to be an innocent stranger with a head full of fluff and nothing? I'm trickier than I look. I survive still, and the trees, they leave me be. I've won. They will never find me. Never.
I found you.
Did, but I'm watching you. If they sense you, I'll know. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go. May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Have you ever been in love? Oh? How boring. Maybe they didn't send you after all. That's a bit of a relief, isn't it? All right, then. If you still have something to ask, ask away. Oh, no? Well, you just let me know if you change your mind. Run along and tell them whatever you wish. I intend to keep digging.
I'll look in this tree stump.
Hold on, you. That's private property. That's an old man's home, that is. Keep out. Keep out.
Reach into the cubby hole.
You're a robber, is what you are. They sent you, didn't they? Well, I'll show you. They won't get away with this.
Come on, then. Ah, good. Now we can fight him and possibly get us things back. Take everything. There we go. Right. Rage demon. So we managed to get that. So if we head back now to the Grand Oak, we can give him back his acorn. So let's head back towards it, see if I can remember the right way to go so we don't run into those. I think there were 4 trees stood together. I think it was back up here then. That's where we came from. There we are. Learning my way around as I go. There we go. So we'll head back to the Grand Oak and give him back his acorn. Hopefully we can get a piece of wood that will keep the trees away from us. Right. Is that something on the way out? No. There's something behind the Grand Oak there because there's a...
My acorn is still gone, so I pray to thee. Hast thou any news for me?
The hermit has your acorn. Is this the
My
acorn?
joy soars to new heights indeed. I am reunited with my seed. As I promised, here it be. I hope its magic pleases thee. Keep this branch of mine with thee, and pass throughout the forest free. I wish thee well, my mortal friend. Thou brought my sadness to an end. May the sunlight find you, thy days be long, thy winters kind, and thy roots be strong.
Actual. Right. No sign of any inhabitants.
How odd. A camp with no campers, complete with fire and warm blankets. Rather inviting, would you not say?
More suspicious than inviting.
The Elven hunters didn't set this up. How strange. And yet it all just seems so friendly. I want to do nothing but remain.
No, we can't sleep here. I'll move away from it.
We're not bloody leaving. I'm exhausted. Why let this camp go to waste?
Right, okay, let's see what happens then.
I see. As you wish. Very well. So be it. I shall do it. As you wish. Very well. I see. As you wish. I shall do it. So be it. But you do not fight as poorly as you smell. I see. As you wish.
Now I'm all light-headed.
A hungry spirit luring those who pass to their rest and their doom. One must have learned this trick. No matter, it shall prey on no one else.
I should hope not either. Right, so Ogrun's got a injury, thanks to that.
Yep.
I'll heal Ogrun, I'll heal so. Need to heal Alistair.
Yep. The waiting around part is awesome.
Ask away.
No, gone too close to him. So the shade, pile of bones, land shield, deep mushrooms, and a chest. Take everything from the chest. Anything else? No, nothing else lying about. It was very odd though, wasn't it? A spirit trapping people. Right, so we'll head now, see if we can get to the centre of the forest. Because we are, what are we on? We're 1 hour 22 in. We might be able to, depending how long this takes us, get 2 parts done tonight. I don't know. Don't know how long this will take us, so we'll wait and see. But I was hoping that we might get a bit further along tonight than we have been doing, because it's been sort of one section at a time. Grand Oaks branch allows you to pass the barrier.
The forest has not been vigilant enough. Still you come. You are stronger than we could have anticipated. The Dalish chose well, but you do not belong here, outsider. Leave this place.
Why didn't you let me try to settle this dispute?
You are sent by the treacherous Dalish to kill with a fang. I will not stand by and allow that to happen. I do not believe you. I will not risk believing you. You are an intruder in our home. You come to kill, as all your kind do. We have learned this lesson well. Here, Witherfang protects us. Here we learn
Good
our
evening
names
to the new viewer
and our
there.
beloved. We will defend
Have a check who
Witherfang
we've got
and
in.
this place with our lives.
Be careful now.
So, hi to Commander Root. There's Witherfang. It's the first bit we see of Witherfang there. Might be a few things around here to have a look at. There's another gravestone. There's a couple of chests. We'll do the chest before we disturb the wards, if it has any. Alright, disturb the wards. There's the Revenant.
I shall do it. It shall be done. As you say, I shall do it. Very well. It shall be done. As you say. I shall do it.
Always a good enemy to face, because like I say, it's really good XP. And he usually carries pretty good loot. There we are, another set of heavy plate armour and juggernaut plate gloves. So hopefully by going through the rest of the forest, which might take some time.
We are invaded. Intruders have deceived their way into the forest's heart. Fall back to the ruins. Protect the lady.
But we might end up with a really good set of plate armour. Alright, head into the ruins then. That is a fake door.
Do not let them overwhelm us. It shall be done. It's begun. Very well. It is over.
That has activated some others.
It's begun.
Might end up getting some really good loot going through here. Right.
Smells like a wet dog in here.
It is a werewolf slayer, Ogren. Come on.
I shall do it.
There's another fake door there. Try and collect what we can before we move on. What's down here? Werewolves have barred the door from the other side, right. So we may need to make us way right the way through these ruins to be able to speak with the werewolves. I don't actually really want to harm them. Swift Runner just seems to be scared more than anything else. He's just trying to protect people, so I wouldn't say he's a leader, but I think he's quite high up by the look of it. Anything down here? Nothing down there. How about down here? rubble. What's in the rubble? Spirit balm. Any sort of balms or anything I don't really use here. I don't tend to anyway.
Shall be done. Very well. As you said. Very well.
Head in here first. Plan shield, so clearly the Dalish have been in here at some point. Definitely been in here at some point. Dalish armour and everything littered about, we know that they've been in and they've been killed. But then again, if they can't take on a few spiders, then they shouldn't really be going through old ruins. Let's just get rid of some of the lower level stuff. Get rid of that helmet. Ash Warrior's axe, get rid of those. Dagger, steel, definitely get rid of those. Arrows. Yeah, we can definitely get rid of those. And the magic staff. Keep the juggernauts, get rid... Should we get rid of those? Keep hold of those for now, until we need to get rid of them. Golden ring we'll get rid of. Iron ring, definitely get rid of. Dusk ring. Put the Dreamweaver on one of us. Silver cord. Spirit resistance and spell resistance. Get rid of all our salves and balms. Not really something I use. Get rid of the poisons. Keep hold of those. Get rid of the chalice. Fancy vase. It's the book. Archon's Imperium Volume 1. Pelt. Right, we'll keep hold of everything else for now. And now we'll head down the stairs. That sounded a bit growly. Let's head down here. They are not happy I'm coming down here, but...
Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap. Dragons are not to be toyed with.
Oh. It's a drake.
As you said.
Oh no, it's an actual dragon this time.
Very well.
I wonder at what point they mature. You okay? nothing on the dragon itself.
Task is finished.
What? What? Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
What? Now.
There we go. I'll head to the lower level now. We are an hour and 35 in. So we're making pretty good time actually on this one.
Shall be done. As you said. Shall be done.
Make it through this long. Oh, we're getting attacked from behind as well. A bit more dying, please.
I am done.
I must admit, Alistair's lines on this are not always brilliant, but he does make you chuckle. A charred corpse on the other side of that wall. Right, so that must be further round. I'll just double check. In here, no, there's not anything else in there. I'll head further down.
What manner of beast is this?
Spiders.
As you say.
They are annoying, especially the webs that are all about. I just ran into 3, so there we go. Any left to be triggered? That one. So it does slow you down quite a bit. Broken chest.
Mummy? Mummy, no matter, son.
Are you looking for your mother? I can help you find her.
Mummy! Mummy!
Calm down, what are you seeing?
Do not let them overwhelm us. It shall be done. It is begun. It is begun. I shall do it.
Quite a few of these hanging about. We run off this way. The scrolls. Carved Elven tablet. Check this. Ah, that was a charred corpse that was on the other side of the wall.
It is over.
The chest, that's another Ash Warrior axe. So, at some point the Ash Warriors must have been they've either been adventuring through or they've been involved with the Dalish. But I'm not quite sure how that had happened. They're not natural allies. They only tend to tolerate each other. Or they do now, anyway. This could be a long time ago. A long, long time ago. Right. What's the fountain and the altar about? Down here. Let's go down here. Fountain. Altar. Right. Altar is plain, covered in a thin layer of dust, numerous carvings on its surface, but most are eroded beyond legibility. Examine the carvings. Right. Most of the carvings faded. What little you can make out involves a scene where the honoured dead is laid to rest inside the grand chamber. There seems to be a kind of process involving the altar before the body can be laid to rest, but most of those runes are illegible. Right. Leave the altar. Fountain. Perhaps magically. Submerged in the water appears to be a small earthenware jug. Right, take the jug. Fill the earthenware jug with water. Right, I'm just doing this on instinct at the minute. Right, leave the pool alone. Walk over to the altar. This would be what I do. Right, so place the filled jug on top of the altar. Kneel before the altar and pray. Right. Examine the jug on the altar. Take a single sip. Take the jug. Leave the altar. Dump the water back into the pool. Ah, jug shatters. Aha! So we got to the body in the main chamber. That was pretty much all on instinct. I have played this game before, but I'm not sure I've been in here before. There's a couple of enemies in here by the look of it. It's probably some skeletons. Yeah, it is.
As you say, it is begun. Very well. I shall do it. It shall be done. It is begun. As you say.
Splint now boots. There's another spirit here. Do you need help? Are you lost here, spirit? Ah, okay. Shade. Get rid of that while we can. Juggernaut plate armour. Right, so we've got the armour. Armour of the Juggernaut. So I managed to get the armour of the Legion of the Dead. And now we've managed to get the armour of the Juggernaut. I'm hoping that that will stand us in good stead for later on.
It has begun, as you said. It has begun. Careful! I think they've seen us!
Yeah, so do I.
I think we work well together.
Yet another massive understatement from Alistair. Pile of bones. Let's go and collect whatever we can from there first. A devouring skeleton. Broken chest. What's in the phylactery? Gem-like structure that contains what appears to be blood, fresh and liquid. Gem is vibrating.
A device meant to hold a spirit, perhaps? Such would be my guess. Though, what might be left of any spirit within after such a long time trapped?
Is that blood in there? Whose, I wonder? You'd think it would be all dried up after so long. There must be magic involved.
Yeah.
Hey, I bet you could get a silver or two for that shiny bit there.
Touch the gem. Ah. Who are you? What are you? Finally decides that you are indeed real and not a product of fevered imaginings. More images flash through your mind. Time that the present has spent trapped within the life gem. Time where the present was slept, gone mad, then slept again. Sense of an elf mage in glittering silver armour. Was long ago remembered as through a fog. What is this place? What happened here? Elders come to slumber and are visited by those who offer tribute to the gods on their behalf. Presence, memories. What happened are uncertain. There are flashes of violence and war, but it is all too long ago. None of it is clear. Right. How did you end up in this gem? Both screaming, attempting to flee from some terrible presence. What that presence was is blurry and lost in time. Presence fled the destruction by using the life gem. Escaping its body, it was sure that someone would come to rescue it. But no one did, not until now. Is there anything I can do with you? There are no images for a time, only feeling of keening loneliness. A sense of being trapped and a mind only tenuously present any longer. Presence would give you not what knowledge remains within. Becomes an arcane warrior. You are no mage yourself, but you could teach such knowledge to those who are. This is all the presence has left to our any longer. Last of its memories. In return, the present asks only one thing from you: oblivion. How would I give you the release you seek? Faint and uncertain. Use a stone altar. Life gem placed upon the altar. Life gem vibrates and explodes, destroying the presence within forever. Yes, I will try to help you. Approach the stone altar with the gem. Yes, give me your memories. So that's how you gain. Place the artifact on the stone altar. So that's how you gain the arcane warrior specialization. That's only ever any good to mages. However, when you're a rogue such as me or a warrior, you will teach your party to become arcane warriors. So it will teach any mages
Looks dead, right?
that you're with, to become arcane warriors. So Morrigan, Wynn will both now have the arcane specialization unlocked. But because obviously I've played the game before, played it through many times, those are already unlocked.
As you say. Very well. Shall we?
Right, we're going to go down into this room, because we're going to have to come back up to progress. Glass phylactery. This is another way of summoning a revenant. If you take the vial, it'll shatter, and then the revenant will appear.
I shall do it. Very well. Very well. Begun. I shall do it. Very well.
Like I say, revenants are always good for XP. Walk away and then come back.
It is begun.
And we'll level up Alistair before we move on. So, level up. Take him to 42 and do the rest on there. Right, we'll carry on his Templar specialisation then. And we'll move on back up here. Collect what we can from these.
Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap.
Deactivate as many traps as you can. I know it seems a waste of time, but it is actually XP that you leave hanging about, or
as you say. It is begun. As you say.
it's no good leaving XP hanging about.
What now?
Or any pieces that can be used. So we'll just have another double check around. Make sure we haven't left anything. we'll move on. I don't think we're going to get to move on to another piece tonight. We're already 1 hour 53 in. So we will be looking to do the few tidying up bits on our next stream. I think we're next scheduled on Wednesday. I have enjoyed doing this stream, and I'm seriously thinking about continuing on with Dragon Age. If I will freak to the boat on Twitter again. Twitter is ever expanding for myself. I'm hoping that everybody's actually enjoying engaging and talking with me on Twitter. There's a few of you that do, but if any more want to, I'd greatly appreciate it. So keep talking to me, keep letting me know you're there. More than happy to advise anybody or just talk. Finally, Goring. Yeah, so if anybody wants any advice or anything, just give me a shout. Totally not adverse to that at all. Happy to help anybody if I can. Just picked up a soldier's heavy helm. So that might be worth putting it on Sten when we get back to camp, if we can. I think we might
Task is finished.
Actually put the Juggernaut plate armour on Sten. And I believe we've just picked up the Ancient Elven armour. We've got the boots already for the Ancient Elven. I believe we have anyway. I hope they're still in party storage. Which is at Soldier's Peak, which is part of the DLC.
We must fight. Let's do it.
If you're watching back on YouTube, don't forget there are the other videos in my link that'll basically take you through the entirety of this game. That goes down to the lair of the werewolves. I'm just going to sort out our inventory before we move on. So anything that's under silverite I'm going to move to junk. Rid of that. We've got the wolf killer that was made for us, so I'll keep hold of that. Oops, apologies. Rid of that. Soldier's heavy helm made of dragon bone. Ashen gloves. Splint mail we won't really use, so we'll get rid of that. Normal chainmail we'll get rid of. Heavy plate we'll get rid of for now because we've got the Juggernaut. We'll get rid of the heavy chainmail. So this is all about being resistant to everything. Whereas the Ancient Elven is more about dexterity. Dwarven armoured gloves, we'll get rid of those. Ashen gloves are for a mage. And they are plus 20% cold damage. She deals cold damage quite a lot. We'll keep those repeaters though, because we've got other characters we can put that on. Apologies, I do keep sort of fading out when I'm talking there. Get rid of that. Diamond, ruby, emerald, topaz we'll keep. Malachites. We'll keep all those and we'll see what we can donate to the dwarves, because your precious stones are going to be brilliant for the dwarves. They use those as their type of currency for backing them up, for helping them gear up against against the darkspawn. So there's no other way to go. So now we'll head down into the lair and we'll talk to the werewolves. It's a good idea hiding the lair underwater. Oh. Apologise, it is bad manners again, drinking on camera, but it's locked down. I'm only drinking, you know, soft drinks, so they are sugar free. I'm being hacked and slashed to death here. Let's check down here first. Some money in there. Down here this way.
A cunning trap.
They're coming for us. But check the rubble. Another one of my friends come online. We've got an Ogren level up, that should be quite good. Oh, and one for Morrigan. Excellent round of XP there. So let's level those up while we can. Put Ogren up to 42 strength. Aura of Pain, we'll put that on. And for Morrigan, we'll put up her strength and one on the constitution. Give her arcane mastery.
It's a trap.
So like I said, don't forget to deactivate the trap. It's always good to that was a bit late. Not just next to useless, but completely useless. Check down there. Anything down there before we go further on? Yes, there is. Take the arrows, they're always good to sell. Ah, there was a chest there which I would have missed. Inventory's full, so now we go to whatever we've got rid of. Get rid of the lower value stuff and take the dagger. talk to the... Will we talk to the gatekeeper? No, let's try going to... Oh.
Brothers and sisters, be at ease. We do not wish any more of our people hurt. I ask you this now, outsider. Are you willing to parley?
Talking right now, aren't we? So talk.
I have been sent to you on behalf of the lady. She believes you may not be aware of everything you should be.
I knew there was something going to be going on.
Provided your willingness to parley in peace is an honest one.
Right. If you were willing to talk, why didn't you?
Did not think it would matter. The lady disagrees. And since you have forced your way this far, we must acquiesce to her wishes.
Right, take me to this lady.
Follow me. But I warn you, if you break your promise and harm her, I will come back from the Fade itself to see you pay.
Didn't get a chance to have a look through that room. I'm going to try to then. No good roaring at me, I'd take your bottom jaw off. Enough. Calm.
I bid you welcome, mortal. I am the Lady of the Forest.
What did you want to talk about?
No doubt you have questions, mortal. There are
Looks like the girl from the ring, I think.
Not told you.
Right.
It was Zathrian who created the curse that these creatures suffer. The same curse that Zathrian's own people now suffer. Centuries ago, when the Dalish first came to this land, a tribe of humans lived close to this forest. They sought to drive the Dalish away. Zathrian was a young man then. He had a son and daughter he loved greatly. And while out hunting, the human tribe captured them both.
Ah.
The humans tortured the boy, killed him. The girl they raped and left for dead. The Dalish found her, but she learned later she was with child. She killed herself.
Right, so Zathrian cursed them.
Zathrian came to this ruin and summoned a terrible spirit, binding it to the body of a great wolf. So Witherfang came to be. Witherfang hunted the humans of the tribe. Many were killed, but others were cursed by his blood, becoming twisted and savage creatures.
Twisted and savage, just as Witherfang himself is.
And yet they call it human nature.
They were driven into the forest. When the human tribe finally left for good, their cursed brethren remained, pitiful and mindless animals.
Until I found you, my lady. You gave me peace.
I showed Swiftrunner that there was another side to his bestial nature. I soothed his rage, and his humanity emerged. And he brought others to me.
Right. Right, so why did you ambush the
In
Dale?
part, we seek to end the curse. The crimes committed against Zathrian's children were grave, but they were committed centuries ago by those who are long dead. Word was sent to Zathrian every time the landships passed this way, asking him to come, but he has always ignored us. We will no longer be denied.
We spread the curse to his people, so he must end the curse to save them.
Please, mortal. You must go to him. Bring him here. If he sees these creatures, hears their plight, surely he will agree to end the curse.
I like this plan.
So do I. I am truly impressed.
And you would help us in this? You would attack the Dalish?
Grey Wardens need ally. I'll take you over elves.
Then we attack! They are weak with the curse. Let us leave him no choice but to break it! Break it or die!
So be it. Come, gather the others. Tonight, we go into battle.
I've never done this before, by the way. This is the first time I've taken the side of the werewolves. The only other time I've done it is asked Zathrian to come to the ruins.
Zathrian will be our greatest foe. Leave him to me.
Then we attack! Brothers and sisters! Tonight, we have vengeance!
So, it has come to this. The Grey Warden betrays us after all. I will not. You think you gain something by supporting the spirit and these rabid beasts? You are a fool!
You began this, Zathrian, not they. You summoned me and placed me in the body of the Dread Wolf. This is your doing.
And they deserve their fate, Spirit. They still do.
The humans that caused you grief are centuries dead, Zathrian. You bring suffering to innocents, as well as to your own people.
My people will be cured when we rip the heart from your chest. As for these beasts, they will continue to suffer for what they did. They and all their descendants.
No.
You will end this curse! End it, or you will all die!
Never! Never! You shall suffer as I suffer.
destroy the salves and the poisons and the balms. Make room. This is another one. So, Laura.
Enough!
And so it is done. You have had your revenge, good Swift Runner.
We shall never be free of the curse, my lady. I am sorry.
Perhaps not. But perhaps we can try to find a place for ourselves outside of the forest now.
But we will never be accepted.
We shall see. Thank you, mortal, for the part you played in this. What would you ask of us in return?
Then I offer you my oath. The werewolves shall do battle. At your command, and yours alone. This I swear.
And I as well. I can leave my forest for a time and join Swift Runner's people in battle if I am needed. It will take some time for us to gather. The Elven hunters will begin to turn, and they will need to be brought into our fold. But you will have your army, mortal.
Nice one. It's the first time I've gone with the werewolves, like I said, but it was worth doing. Still can't get in that chest. That's annoyed me.
You are most welcome here, mortal. Efforts continue to gather the werewolves to make war under your command.
Nice. Right. So now, let's head back to the party camp. And put these armors and things to good use. Put them on various characters. Oh, that's the forest. I'm going the wrong way. Do you know? It's getting elderly. It's doing things to me. That's what it is. $34 this year. 34. I never thought I'd get to it.
Yep. A lot of tension around here.
Right, let's head back to the party camp. Come on. There we go. Took longer than it should have.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found?
What did you find?
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
Yet you look
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries. Oh, if only 'twere so. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
Ah. So why would she risk sending you with me?
I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said. The Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
Oh. So what do you
There is
intend to
only
do
one
about it?
possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Right. Kill Flemeth. Right. Very well.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. If I am present when she is slain, I cannot be certain that she will not be able to possess my body right then, so I must remain at the camp. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible.
Right.
The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Sounds like you... I'll see where
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
Right, so now we've got to go and kill Flemeth. It's not something I was expecting. Let's... Right. Right. Let's have a look through. I think we're okay with that for me. Right. There's a bow. Be better off with a great sword. As a secondary. So Magister's staff. 4.5 armor penetration 35, which is not as good. Mana regeneration, +5 to spell power, 10% spirit damage. Right, no, we'll get rid of that then. Get rid of the bow. She has no backup. So we'll go next to Ogrun. Ogrun's secondary. Doesn't have one. Be worth having some backup weapons on Ogrun just in case. Shale is as he is. Right, no crusher on Sten. Crossbow, Warden's crossbow on Liliana, and some good weapons on her as well. So, and Mage's Eye. Let's just have a quick look at Falandin's Reach. Extra damage. Let's take Falandin's Reach then. Over that. Right. To win. And then back to myself. So everything else we'll put into junk. Got the armor I want on those. Let's just have a quick look at Morrigan's. She gets 10 armor for that anyway. Spell resistance, so it's no good changing her armor. It's no good changing Ogrun's armor. Now to Sten. we'll put the soldier's heavy helm on. We will, let's just check, Juggernaut plate armour. He's going to be better off with that, so we'll put him the Juggernaut armour on. We'll give him the Juggernaut gloves and the Juggernaut plate boots. That's his armour. Up to really good condition. So, now we'll check on Liliana's. She gets some extra dexterity for hers. So, we will change her armor for that. She gets 2 extra armor, so that would be quite good. She gets 1 extra constitution. That'll still be good for her. The ancient elven armor will give her 8.8 and +2 dexterity. We'll still go for that. That's good. It's still good for it, so we'll keep those on her. Right. We'll actually change that then. We'll change it back to Wade's and we will give her Verathorn's armour. Because it'll be better for her. And we will give Zevran the ancient elven armour because anything else is too heavy for him. .75 and that's 2. So what we'll do is take that off her, change that on Zevran and give her the thickened Quinari cap. Hadn't noticed that she hasn't. Right, we'll give her those and we'll give her the elf robe. Give Zevran that. How's Wind doing? Wind's got some good things on, so we'll leave Win as she is. Right. So we'll get rid of all those. Just quickly check the dog. Now we'll get rid of that. Right. Who else hasn't got a belt on? Sten hasn't got a belt on, so we'll do that for Sten. Get rid of the ice salve. Right, we'll try and go to give away some.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
That looks fine indeed.
Give that to the dog. Some Dalish gloves. We'll give those to Zach.
Gloves?
You're giving me gloves? What for? I did not mean to sound ungrateful. It is just... Wait, these are Dalish, are they not? My mother was Dalish, and had a pair very similar to these. The leather was less thick, and it had more embroidery, but these are very close, and quite handsome. Do I seem surprised? Perhaps I am. Still, I appreciate the fact that you even thought of me. No one has simply given me a gift before. Thank you.
I gave you some uneven leather boots. That's quite ungrateful, really.
Time to do it.
Right, so let's check back on what else we can still give. We know Liliana likes Andraste's Grace.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Painted Sky Ball. I'll give that to Win. Fancy Scroll. Who's the writer? Liliana's mainly a writer.
Why, thank you so much.
Small gold bar. Give that to Alistair.
Thank you. That's very nice.
Remarkable malachite. Try giving that to Shale.
I'm to keep this, am I? Fine.
He's never impressed with anything he gets. Right, let's turn in... Right. Gems for the Dwarfs. All malachites. Gems for the Dwarves. And we'll give them all topazes. And that means we know then that we've got runes for the circle. All unassigned journeyman runes. Arleman. We'll not give him anything for now.
Us closer to victory.
We stand ready to fight at your side against the Blight, Warden.
What do you need?
Elven has never seen an army such as you will command.
Do you need anything?
Not but our claws and teeth. Tend to your other recruits, lest they feel inadequate.
So he likes to clearly wind the rest up. Let's talk to Ronan then.
I'm sure either my boy or I can help.
See you wares. Sell all junk. Inscribed leather helm. Oh, they are. Take the conspirator's foil for her. Nothing in there that we can get rid of. Sell that, that, that. Right, let's have a look. Has he got any more runes? He has, right. What I might do then is go through and buy as many runes as I can. So that's all of them. Right, I've still got 100 sovereigns left. So now we can get Sandal. to enchant and put some runes onto any we've got unassigned. Nobody's got that. Ah, somebody has got that. Faith's Edge, Bloodline. So put the slow rune on that. And a lightning rune. Put a frost rune. Damage versus the undead. Right, and then we can go and get rid of the rest of the runes to the circle. Novice runes. Just waiting for my stream manager to reconnect. Something seems to have gone wrong with that tonight. Right, we'll turn in coins for our Lehman. We'll give 30 sovereigns. And we will move away.
The men are ready to follow you anywhere, thanks to your confident investment.
Right. So what we might do, I will just go to the world map. We'll take Alistair, Sten, and Ogren. So we'll take us best warriors and we'll go to the Kakari Wilds. Flemeth's Hut.
These creatures have no
on the way.
Shall be done. It has begun.
I didn't check the level ups at camp. Should have done that. So let's just quickly level up Sten. Warning, wolves frequent this area. Yeah, I think we noticed that wolves frequent the area. Right.
And so you... Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
We all know your little secret from...
Which one, I wonder? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time? That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
What do you propose?
Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain.
I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
No.
Shame. What will it be, then?
Now you die.
It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps.
Thank the ancestors. Another minute of her cackling and I'd be heaving up breakfast.
Come. She will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
Ah, bugger.
It's incredible. I shall do it. As you say. As you say. Very well. It is begun. All right. That's it. Very well. It is begun. Best be wary. It shall be done. As you say. Very well. I shall do as you say. Don't be a fool! Very well. It shall be done. I shall do as you say. Directly. Yes. Speak. Don't give me a bed. Let us do it, Prince. It shall be done.
I'm not giving up the advantage, I'm just stopping you all dying. Right. We will get this one. We will do it. I'm determined. Got it. Managed to do it without any of the party dying. We face out to the lake for a minute or so, and then just face back in. Yep. We can take Flemeth's key. Anything around here? Not really. So we'll head into the hut.
What now? Task is finished.
Robes of possession. So we all know what she was actually going to do. Right. Now we'll head back to the party camp. Most powerful foe slain is Flemeth the Shapeshifter. Right. So let's just have a look at them robes of possession first. That's 12 defense, plus 8%, minus 1, plus 20% cold damage. Nah, we'll get rid of those. I'll have a look at what the gloves are that Zevran's put on quickly. Rough Dalish. Nah. Put the ancient Elven back on. Conspirator's foil. I'll get rid of those. Those. And we will give. We'll check through the level ups first. Start at the beginning. Shale's got a level up. We'll put it all on his constitution. Rock barrage. Den we've leveled up. Wolf, we'll put all on his constitution again. Liliana, put some on her. Oh, I need it on her constitution, definitely. And we'll make her a master archer. So I'll do Zevran next. Put it on his constitution. Give him dual weapon mastery, so he can now hold 2 full-size weapons. Wynn's got a specialization point. We'll give her blood magic. She's not really any use other than that. And give her blood magic sustained. So I believe that's all we can do for now. So we need to get Zevran another full-size weapon when we can. But we'll come and have a look at that later. So now we will go and talk to Morrigan.
I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? Now I have time to find some way to prevent Flemeth from stealing my body in the future, even without her grimoire. For she will be back. One day, I have no doubt of that. And if I cannot protect myself, one day I will track her down again in whatever body she inhabits, and she will die again and again if need be. But there is no need to think of such things now. I have you to thank for saving me, so let us return to the task of dealing with the Darkspawn, no? Too much could happen in days to come to make such promises. Yet I am
grateful.
Grateful? Let us go. There is much to be done before... There is still much to be done.
Right, let's just give her the gift of Flemeth's grimoire.
Mother's real grimoire, is it? I am glad you were able to find it after all. My thanks for retrieving it. I shall begin studying it immediately and unlock the power that it holds.
Right. So that is that done. Now I'm going to talk to Bodan again. See.
Darkspawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings, and then they were gone, just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. That's what I've heard on the road anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Any
there are
other
soldiers
runs?
throughout the valley now, and Tyr and Loghain arrested 3 bands. But I hear there's common folk rioting throughout the kingdom. No one will accept the Tyrn as the regent now. Can you imagine that? A month ago he was a hero, and now I'm beginning to wonder if the rumours about him are true. That's what I've heard on the road anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Anything
The
else?
Norn are on the run now, and there's no way that they can force Tyr and Loghain to resign the throne. But how the Tyrn is going to raise a proper army now is anyone's guess. That's what I've heard on the road anyhow. Take it for what it is. Of all the strange news, everyone is talking about some brother in Denerim claiming that the Urn of Sacred Ashes has been found. Actually found.
Yeah.
I understand the Chantry is a bit skeptical and probably won't get a chance to deal with the brothers' claim until after the war is ended. But it's incredible even so, don't you think? That's what I've heard on the road anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Yes, I actually found the urn. Right.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
Right. So for tonight, guys and gals, I'm going to save it there. We have done quite a large amount tonight. It has taken certainly longer than I thought it would have. But at almost 3 hours, I think that's one of my longest ever streams. So if you enjoyed tonight, please let me know. Give me a whisper on Twitch or DM me on Twitter. You can let me know through YouTube. If you go on to this video, will be available tomorrow on YouTube. I'll put it up for a premiere probably at 9 AM UK time. So yeah, if you enjoyed tonight, please let me know, guys and gals. If you are about on Wednesday, I'd really appreciate it if you dropped in. Thank you to all the new followers. Now up to 189, so we're only 11 away from 200. If you do have any friends that have Twitch or Twitter or anything, please get them to try and give me a follow. Please try and get them onto Twitch to give me a follow. But other than that, I shall see you guys and gals again, and thank you very much for being with us tonight. So, thank you very much again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.